Hey guys, just thought I'd have a little bit of an update, the video log. Not quite as nice a message, but I'm a bit freaked out because my boss has just said that Captain has said that 4 days ago, the exact route that we are just about to do in this next week from Sharm el Sheikh down to Oman, so all of that sea there, 4 days ago, not pirates, but a helicopter came down with like 8 snipers to take over the ship. It was a cargo ship with a passenger ferry as well, and they hijacked the ship. That was 4 days ago, and we're doing the exact same route. And apparently this is the most dangerous part of the crossing over to Asia. So it's a bit stressful. I am nervous. Apparently the captain's like, oh, they don't usually take cruise ships, but what can you do? Man, it's stressful. What are you meant to do? So we've got someone from the Royal Navy on board at the moment, and I believe we have armed guards as well. But still, like, if you've got 8 people with guns on your ship and there's nowhere to escape to, oh my god, I don't even want to think about it. It's scary. Yeah, I'm not thinking about it, but anyway, I just needed I don't know whether to tell my friends, because I kind of wish I just didn't hear about that, because now I'm just going to be freaked out until we get to Oman, and we've got 6 days at sea. 6 days at sea I'm now probably going to be on edge for. This is like the bulkiest bit at sea of our whole voyage, so a little bit nervous, but to be fair, I've just got to focus on the fact that being worried in a situation like this is just going to be a waste of energy, because right now there's nothing I can do. So yes, hopefully we'll be good. I am lucky. I'm a lucky person. I'm putting good vibes out into the universe. We're going to be safe and we're going to get to Oman beautifully. Yes. Okay, that was just a little update. A little update from our first day at sea after leaving Sharm el Sheikh. Look how flat the water is. It is absolutely stunning. I've just woken up. I had to show you before I jumped in the shower. Beautiful. Good evening from my cabin with my curtain drawn, which never usually happens. I will explain why in a second. I'm gonna be jumping in the shower actually, get all warm and cozy, put my cozy clothes on, and then get into my bed, and then I'm gonna do some Instagram and YouTube video editing. But I'm a bit exhausted. I want to like sunbathe on top deck. We're allowed to sunbathe on top deck. We're not allowed to use the swimming pools, and I've only ever done it once in my 3 contracts, but I'm going to try and do that tomorrow because it is beautiful weather outside. But going back to the reason why I have my curtains closed, which is I only ever keep my curtains closed if we're in port and I'm on the port side, so people can see into my cabin if I'm getting dressed. That's the only time I ever keep my curtain closed. But today I've closed my curtains because, actually let me take a seat while I talk to you about this, because it freaked me out a little bit earlier, I'm not gonna lie. So we are going through the Red Sea currently towards the Gulf of Aden. High crime rates in these seas, so a lot of piracy. I did know that we'd be going through pirated areas before I started the contract. I knew that, and we are getting I think 6 armed guards embark the ship tomorrow, I believe. We've already got someone from the Navy on board, but it just feels a little bit scarier because 6 days ago, I think I've already spoken about this earlier on in the video, and I actually watched the video and I probably shouldn't have, but a helicopter landed on it and they all had guns, and they've hijacked it and they've taken it somewhere with everyone still on. So that is just really scary because we are basically going through the exact same place that happened. I believe now-ish we're going through. It was in the Red Sea and we are currently in the Red Sea. So tomorrow first thing in the morning, I'll debrief you tomorrow after the meeting. But tomorrow we have a meeting, I believe with the captain, to talk about what happens if we do get attacked, hijacked, pirate boarding. So yeah, I'm not in the kind of pirate squad, but I kind of have to go to my cabin, I believe, if that happens. Proceed to the cabins, or can stay outside of the cabins in corridors, away from the sides of the ship and windows, because there might be like bombs in the water. Scary stuff. Crikey. Like a big long email from Captain to everyone. Wow. So it's just a bit scary. In 2 days time, we're going to be going through the like ultimate dangerous zone between 6:30 and 9:30 a.m. and going back to the curtains, we basically have to turn all of our lights off. We don't want to be seen as a ship, so they've advised us to like shut our curtains. They've turned off like the exterior lights and everything like that, but tomorrow they're actually going to come in and properly close everyone's portholes from inside because we can't be seen. I honestly feel like, you know, in The Sound of Music when they turn off their lights of their car so that they can like escape. It's crazy. Just thought I'd update you because it's a very strange situation to be in. I was feeling very nervous earlier. I've spoken to people that have done this route before, and apparently this is a standard procedure. We do get armed guards on. We have a briefing to tell us what happens in case of this. However, I think it's just because it's literally happened where we're sailing 6 days ago, a hijack, that just feels a bit scarier. But I'm hoping you will know before me in this video. Hoping it's all okay. I will breathe a sigh of relief in like 4 days, I think. Going past a war zone and then going through pirated areas. This itinerary is keeping us on our toes. Anyway, I'm not complaining, I'm just explaining, but I will speak to you a little bit later. Hey guys, so I just done some Instagram, but I got a message from one of my friends, Matt. You actually probably all know him on this channel, and he wants to go to the theatre tonight to watch the show. I usually only go if I'm like going out for dinner or something, but it's ABBA tonight and I haven't watched this one, and I freaking love ABBA. And due to everything going on in the world, there isn't actually that many passengers on. There's like half the amount of passengers on the cruise this week than there usually is, because they've all got the option to cancel if they wanted to not come out. So obviously lots did. So yeah, so the show starts in like 20 minutes and I literally have just kind of got out of bed. But I thought, whilst quickly slapping on some makeup, I would just update you with a message that we've had about everything else that we have to do. Like, we can't have any movies playing on top deck, all the curtains have to be shut, the gym lights have to be turned off, we're not allowed to approach the armed guards that we will have on deck. And it all feels a little bit surreal, like never experienced this kind of thing. So yeah, that was my little update while I really quickly try and make myself look nice, because it is dress to impress tonight and I wasn't going to go out, but I shall. Anyway, bye. Good morning everybody, it is now day 20 of our crossing towards Asia, and this is the last bit of outside my porthole that we are able to see for a few days, because today they're going to shut our portholes for about 3-4 days. We've just had a meeting with the captain. He kind of just explained everything, and security explained everything that we got sent in the email, but just is very important, especially because I have a porthole that if anything does happen we have to stand outside the corridors. We have to just use our size and speed, so hopefully nothing will happen. But yeah, I'll be having an inside cabin basically for the next few days. That was a little update. I've really got to go to work now, but feeling a bit weird. I just want these few days to like hurry up so we can get to the other side of it, because this is like danger zone. Okay, so this is where we currently are. We're going through the high risk areas, which is where you can see land 2 miles either side. So as you can see, we're next to Yemen, Somalia and Djibouti, so that is highest risk area for pirates, and that's the Gulf of Aden. This is the Red Sea, so it's like in the middle of the two. Just covering the ship name there up because of security. I'm gonna make my coffee now. I'm absolutely shattered because we weren't gonna go, but one of the officers who we've kind of made friends with them. We've socialised with them a couple of times. Not friends, but friendly. He wanted to give the crew like a good night because he doesn't feel like we've had a good night in a while, so he decided to DJ, and it was rock and roll. So that was a bit difficult for people to dance, so me and a couple of my friends started the dancing so that people would get up, because I always know that once people are up they'll enjoy it, but they're always just too embarrassed to get up at first. So took one for the team, got up first, but I went to sleep at 2 and woke up at like 7:30. So my eyes are stinging, but I'll try and go to sleep better tonight. I still have to do my work. I don't really like napping, but most people on cruise ships nap because of the lack of actual normal sleep you get. God, I sound so tired. I didn't drink anything because I'm still on a detox. I just drank water, but I don't mind doing that because I don't mind dancing around when being sober. But we weren't going to go, and then I felt a bit bad for him because he was really excited and we didn't really think anyone was going. It was actually quite busy, so I do need a night to relax. Anyway, that's a little bit about me and my little story. But going back to where maybe I'm just trying to distract from the actual current situation, but we are going through, like I said, the highest risk. I think it takes 3 hours or so to go through the highest risk, and we've kind of just started. They said like 6 till 9, but it's about 8:45 now and we're only just going through, so it's later than we thought. And it's because the land is so close. The land is like 2 miles away, so there's apparently a lot of like boats. Sorry, I'm in the dark here. I'm just trying to get ready at the same time as talking to you guys. I'm trying to find my hairspray with no success currently. There it is. So apparently there's like loads of little boats everywhere. So they're the ones that can make the shots and shoot. I don't know how boaty it actually is. I don't know whether it's like once and we can see loads of them and armed guards have to keep an eye on them. We have got our armed guards now. They are on board. I watched them get on. So yeah, I'm just gonna go to the office because also that's in like the middle of the ship. Any outside walls or windows. Just feeling a bit nervous, but we'll get through it. We'll be out the highest risk area in a few hours, and then we still have a few days where we're in a high risk area. But it's all very interesting. I'm all experienced, and hopefully we'll get to Oman, breathe a sigh of relief, and be absolutely fine. Yes, manifesting being super safe and lovely and in Oman. Oh, guys, so I am updating you. This is day 22 or day 23 on crossing to Asia. But we've just been to like a passenger talent show, and this lady was singing. She said she couldn't sing at all. Like she was in a completely wrong place of the song to what the music was doing. So everyone felt really awkward. But then this is kind of a good thing. But her teeth, as she was singing, her dentures flew out over the stage. Everyone was creasing. But to be fair to her, she kept it professional and then only laughed at the end. But it kind of was quite a good thing because she was in she had the song totally wrong, so the fact that her dentures came out completely distracted from it and everyone was just in fits. Oh my goodness, I've never seen anything like that. It's like X Factor but on the ship. Anyway, so I'm just in a bit of a giggly mood at the moment. But it's like 1 a.m. because the clocks have gone forward again. It's meant to only be midnight, but it has gone to 1 a.m. It goes to 3 a.m. at 2 a.m. but I've set my clock already for the morning because I have a meeting at 9:30 and then we have crew drill tomorrow. So a little bit of an update. We've had our portholes closed for the past, been like a couple of days now, and they've since opened it. So they opened it again at 5 p.m. this evening because we came out of the danger zone. We are past Yemen and Somalia now, and it was quite like not awkward but just ironic because at dinner I was like, oh guys, like we're now out of the pirate zone, we're out of the high risk area, like we've made it, let's all have a cheers. And so we all cheersed, and then literally that second we spotted, let me just show you this, just cover up the name of the ship, but that is where we are. So we're like under Oman. But yeah, just as we cheersed, there was a small ship. There's like a small tiny light, like a dinghy size, and a big ship, and that is kind of what we were shown that the pirates may look like. And it was coming right at us, and at first we were kind of like, oh haha, like that's coming at us, and then it was literally coming straight for us. And Matt was like, I think we need to report it, I think we need to call the bridge. We were all getting really freaked out. Then they came right to the ship, but it was our armed guards were getting off the ship. So after all that panic, it was just them. So lol, that was hilarious. Anyway, well, it wasn't hilarious, it's actually really scary. I need to go to bed. I've got a meeting tomorrow morning and crew drill and lots of work. So we've got one full day at sea left, and then we've got another day, and then we get to Oman at like 6 p.m-ish in the evening. So I think these sea days have gone really quickly. I kind of like, because I wanted to get like loads of life admin done, and I thought I was going to have like all the time in the world to do it, and I literally have not had any time. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. We've reached land. So 6 days at sea. We are currently pulling up to our dock in Oman. It is about 6:15 at night, and here we are pulling in, baby. And we survived. I can officially say we survived that pirate area now. I'm so happy, and I think I might be going out tonight just because I need to make the most of it. Ooh, this is quite a low gangway. What? Are we gonna be able to get off? My goodness, I don't think I've ever had my window like that before, like opposite the pier rather than, gosh, there needs to be more water, eh? Very strange. We have officially docked in Oman, so I'll be taking you out very shortly into Oman, which is very exciting. It feels weird that we've been at sea for like 6 days or 5.5 days, because I don't feel that bad, but I think it's just because I've been so incredibly busy. Like, I've literally been in the office like 8 to 10 hours every day this week, and I don't feel like I've even had time to myself, so never mind time to be bored or anything like that. So it's all good. But I did just want to come on here and say the next port of call after Oman is India. Now, India is one of the new countries that I've never been to. On this contract it will be India, Sri Lanka, and I think that's it. Also Malta, because I have been to Asia before. Now, India was one of the ones I was buzzing for, and I've been told, because I don't have a seaman's book, that I cannot get off. I don't want to indulge in being super sad about it, because I could, but I was just thinking things like these, like the universe has better ideas for you. So it'll either be that we get there and they're like, actually, yes, you can come off without a seaman's book, or maybe because I don't get off in India this time, now I have another opportunity in the future, like a better opportunity to go. Or I said to my friend who's really upset because she can't get off either, maybe we weren't going to ever see the Taj Mahal, so if we kind of ticked off India this time, then we'll never get to see the Taj Mahal. So yeah, I'm kind of looking at it a different way. Also, it's level 2, and that is like a high risk level of ports, and not even Egypt I believe was a level 2. So maybe the universe is trying to save me. I don't know what, but I just feel like, even though I am disappointed, I feel like the universe has better ideas for me. So I'm not indulging in it, and I'm trying to stay positive. With that in mind, I've just remembered, so it's like 6:30 now. I've just finished work and I haven't got any water, so I'm going to run to Crew Bar, buy 6 waters, because we're getting off at like 8ish. So I'll get ready for the evening, then I'll chill out, because then I won't keep anyone waiting. Okay, right, I'll see you in Muscat.